Wala for that mapuriko. Wow, kau faz fluya ora lang. Makala I ofe ngai kwa au. Kau kala ni kau fakupu, mai kau fakamari. Pati pati mai, pati mai, pati luwe mai, pati pati mai, pati mai, pati luwe mai. Ya eva tafa mai so so ese. Ya eva tafa mai so so ese. Le amatanga lo ulanga no ola mai le musika. Fa apele lo nganga wo kupu mai nye winga holo ka lengi lenga.
This is Ken Gates with MMAabsolute.com, and we're here with Deutsch Pu'u, who's coming off a victory here in Hilo at the Just Scrap. Deutsch, for people who wasn't there, talk a little bit about the fight and how you got the win.
Well, my game plan coming in was it was simple. It was to keep the fight standing as long as possible. I knew personally that I had better stand-up than Cabbage, and I was very confident of my stand-up. So I also know that he was training with with the Uso Chad Thomas, and I know Chad is a ground guy, so I kind of figured, if he's training with Chad, he's probably going to try to take me to the ground. So my whole camp, working with my BJJ instructor, Travis Samoa Nua, we just been working to stand up after he takes me down. So, and just to fight, just to take down the fence, and so I came in thinking I'm just gonna go in there and kind of feel him out with the leg kicks, and the leg kicks were I designed the leg kicks on purpose, to see where he's gonna be at. I came out left-handed on purpose. I'm right-handed, and I know everybody's been watching my videos, and everybody knows, that I'm right-handed. But today I came in a little bit different, knowing that Cabbage likes to bang, and then also knowing that he's working out with Chad. I felt like, okay, two things: either he's gonna come out, I'm gonna confuse him by coming in left-handed first, and then second, if he tries to take me down, I'm gonna do a takedown defense and work to get the fight standing where I felt like my strengths were. As soon as I hit him with, I want to say the second or the third leg kick, I could see his knee buckle, and at that point I felt it was time to pull the trigger, and the trigger got pulled, and I hit him right on the butt.
And after the fight, you announced that you were going to retire. Leading up to this fight, did you know that this was going to be your last fight?
No, I actually am still on contract, to go fight K1 in Australia against two of the big names out in Australia, Ben Edwards and I can't remember the other guy's name, but I was still on contract, and I figured, I lost one in K1, so I got the opportunity to go fight out, which is why I had the opportunity to either fight here or in Oahu. But during training camp, my mother passed away, which was just a few days ago actually, and before my mother passed, she died of cancer. She was in stage 4 cancer for a very long time. From the time she was diagnosed to the time she passed, she was working on her 7th year of fighting cancer. But she's resting now, and I'm glad that she is. Ever since the point where I lost my mom, which, like, everything was so emotional, at first I was depressed, and I didn't want to train, and my jiu-jitsu instructor was coming to my house, and literally coming straight to my house and like, come on, we gotta go. And I'm like, you know what, I really don't want to go, but he understood, and he worked slowly with me, and I got my mindset back together, and I said, you know what, my mother, before she passed away, she only wanted one more thing of me, and I made her proud by retiring from the army, and all she asked was for me to retire from fighting, because she knows I've been doing this since I was 5. I'm 35 now, so 30 years of fighting full contact. I thank God that I'm still, I don't have any permanent brain damage per se, but I feel like it's the time for me. I feel like I still got a lot of fights in me, but I honor my mother, and there's nothing else to say after that. She wanted me to stop, and I told her I'd stop by 2013, and here it is, 2013. And I was thinking maybe 4 or 5 more fights down the road, but I feel like this is the right time to quit now. So I figured I'd take the fight, and sorry, I'm kind of emotional, but I love fighting. I've been fighting since I was 5, and it's not trying to knock somebody out that matters to me. It's the spirit of competition, and trying to bring what I know and versus what you know, and we'll let it go. But I feel like it's a time to honor my mother, and I honored her today. I took off my gloves, I laid them in the middle of the mat, of the cage, and I bowed out. I want to say thank you to everybody who has ever supported me, everybody who follows me on Facebook, on Twitter. You know who you are. I have 5,000 plus friends, and thank you very much. I'm not even a UFC fighter, and you guys make me famous because you guys follow me. I have fans from Australia to South Africa to Europe, Asia, Samoa, Hawaii, and you guys are great. And you guys were kind of the reason that kept me going. One of the biggest reasons that kept me going. Like, how can I let you guys down? But I know that you guys understand who I am, and I know that you guys understand that I honor my God first and my family second. And by honoring God, I am also honoring His commandment, which is to honor my mother and my father. And in honor of my mother, I'm saying goodbye. I'm signing out. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all your support. This is not the end for Deutsch Pu'u. This doesn't mean that you'll never hear about me. I don't care if you hear about me or not. I'm still going to do positive things, be the positive person that I am, giving back. I've had more than enough in my lifetime, and I just want to give back. I'm one of those kids who had nothing really growing up, and I know how to appreciate something that I have been given.
Well, Deutsch, thank you for your time. In closing, is there any last words you'd like to say?
Thank you to all my sponsors, Dirty Lickens with the Uso Sheldon. Thank you to Booyah.com. Everybody that's ever tapped me, that's ever sponsored me over the years, Tap Out and War Tape, and those Orion Malaluan with Armor of Truth. Everybody who, thank you. I have nothing but gratitude, and and all I can say is thank you. This is not the end. I'll be in Waipahu. I'll be training kids, adults, doing private classes as well, but the free classes are going to be offered as well, and it'll be at the gym, my gym in Waipahu. So anybody around the world, if you need a place to train and you're in Oahu, come through.
Well, congratulations again, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.